Join us as we go to the land of the giants. This is the best of California. I'm your host, Pat Patterson, here among the giant eucalyptus trees. But today we're going to take a trip that goes to the giant sequoias up in Sequoia National Park and Kings Canyon National Park. We're going to see the giants of the television industry down at the Emmy Academy in North Hollywood. And then a story that's near and dear to my heart, the Rock Haven Sanitarium in La Crescenta, and Agnes Richards, who founded it in 1923. We'll also stop and have something to eat. And today for our trip, we're going to use the all-electric VW ID4 from BMW of Santa Maria. Thank you. Let's get going. Okay, so I'm going to use the original Jack-in-the-Box antenna ball that started it all. Let's go. Pat Patterson with the best of California, and I'm here with Rudy Correa, General Sales Manager of BMW for Santa Maria. And Rudy, thank you for the loan of your ID4 VW all-electric. What's so special about this car?
Competes with anything on the market right now with the full electric.
And you're bringing back the minivan.
We do see big things with that vehicle, especially being brought back for the Volkswagen enthusiasts.
So Rudy Correa, BMW of Santa Maria, thank you. Pat Patterson with the best of California. Talk to you soon. No matter where you live in America, you can check out the best of California. Go to funroads.tv and check out where we air in your market. We're in Detroit, Salt Lake City, Las Vegas, Philadelphia, everywhere here in California, Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Luis Obispo, Fresno, Bakersfield. Check out funroads.tv, and wherever you live, I hope you think it's the best as well. Here's to California. I'm Pat Patterson. Talk to you soon.
Are you behind on your mortgage? Is the bank threatening to take your home? Is your house underwater because you owe more than it's worth? Are you considering trying to get a loan modification on your own? Did you know that less than 5% of people who tried on their own actually got a modification? At the Mortgage Modification Helpline, we know the rules and regulations banks don't want you to know about, and we've helped thousands of people stay in their homes. Are you struggling to keep up? Are you past due on your mortgage? If so, we can help. It doesn't matter if you have bad credit, been turned down, or if you're currently getting the runaround from your lender. The call and consultation is free, and it only takes a few minutes to find out if we can help. So call the Mortgage Modification Helpline today, and let's get your loan modified into one you can afford.
Please call 800-431-6493. That is 800-431-6493.
Hey, it's Jess with Garlic Wise. Since I joined my mom this past year in our family business, I learned that stabilized allicin is the active part of the garlic bulb that helps you to get healthy. LAC has 300 milligrams of stabilized allicin. That's about 60 times most of the garlic supplements that you'll find in the store have. So please go to garlicwise.com today so you can help to keep everyone healthy.
So we're on our way to Sequoia National Park. Got to stop in Bakersfield at my favorite place, Woolworths, to get a vanilla milkshake. It's the oldest operating Woolworths soda fountain in the country. Let's go take a look. So we're at our stop in Bakersfield at the Woolworths luncheon counter. I got a vanilla shake. What'd you get, Ruth?
Chocolate malt.
And just
It's good. It's good. Yeah.
good place for a little energy boost. We keep going up to Sequoia. I'm here with Gina Bulmer, and Gina, you own Gina's Sierra Inn, and we're on our way up to the Sequoia National Park. How long have you guys been here?
I've had it for 18 years.
So what's your specialty food here?
I make a really good meatloaf that like the best, and that's homemade from us here. And then our prime rib is the bomb, you know. So we season it long enough and age it long enough, nice and tender.
So when we head up into the Sequoia National Park, what should we make sure we go see?
Well, you're on the Kings Canyon side. Yeah. the Kings Canyon is like an unknown gem. It's like way beautiful. It's like, but most people don't even know it's there because the Sequoia is very widely advertised. So if you're going to Sequoia, go to General Sherman. It's pretty amazing. Go to Crescent Meadows.
Well, Gina Bulmer, I appreciate your time. We're here at Gina's Sierra N. Check it out on your way to either Kings Canyon or Sequoia National Park. So we're here at Gina's Sierra N near Kings Canyon National Park, and we're talking to the Kings Canyon guru. This is Whitney Pyro, and give me the name of your website again.
It's called explorekingscanyon.com.
And the purpose of the whole thing is to do what?
Our goal is to promote the Kings Canyon region, not only local businesses, but the park itself. So back in the 70s, the parks were booming. There was millions coming to each park every year, 1.2 million into Kings Canyon in the 70s. So as time has gone on over the decades, the Sequoia and the Yosemite side have boomed and almost doubled their numbers since the 70s. If you look at the numbers for Kings Canyon National Park, that number has actually cut in half to around 600,000.
Why is that?
My educated guess is that it comes down to marketing and promotion. Kings Canyon is still pristine. All winter long, it is put back to nature. It's not touched by human hands. And so when you come back in the summer and those roads open up and they plow the roads and they clear the roads again, it's like nature has had a chance to heal, and just so it really is a beautiful opportunity. It just needs to be shared.
Great. Well, thank you, Whitney Pyro. ExploreKingsCanyon.com. We'll show you the information right down here.
Yes, social media too. Follow us on social media.
Social media, all the stuff. So continuing our national park trip, we're headed down the 198 out of Kings Canyon, and this is Kings Canyon. This is one of the largest protected wildernesses in the lower 48 states, and Kings Canyon National Park happened in 1940, so it's relatively recent. This peak over here is Spanish Mountain, and then over here are Tombstone Ridge, Mount Reinstein, Mount Goddard, and Kettle Dome. So this is a lookout. We're headed on our way down into Sequoia to the General Sherman tree and more. Let's keep going. So we're here at Kings Canyon National Park, and I'm with Julia from Brazil and Joe from Cleveland. What is the most exciting thing you've seen so far, Julia?
The trees, the sequoias, they're amazing.
And what is the most striking part about them?
The color, I like the color.
You were going to say big, but you said color.
Yeah, and like the size is like clear. That's fantastic. But the color and like the scars are really impressive.
Kind of the oldness. And Joe, what's your vibe of the whole place?
Definitely. Oh, the vibe of the whole place. It's beautiful. I love being in the woods. You know, the trees are massive. That's my favorite part about them. And then she was hugging some of the trees and got me to do it with her, and they're surprisingly fluffy. The bark,
A little more of a spiritual connection.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, trying to get out here.
That's right. And you guys have stayed here? You said 3 days. Are you camping or in an inn? Or?
Camping. Yeah.
What's that been like?
Fun. Yesterday was pretty cold. Yeah.
So which campsite?
We went to like a forest road yesterday, and then like last night, and then night before that we slept at Old Isabel Lake.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Great. And anything like this down in Brazil?
Well, we have a lot of jungles. I feel like it's different in the sense that's more spaced out. Like the trees are more spaced out, and the trees over there are smaller.
Yeah, you've got more of a dense rainforest kind of a thing. Yeah. Well, Julia and Joe, thank you for being with us. Let's keep going. Hi, we're still in Sequoia National Park. This is incredible. The Big Tree Trail. Check this out. So there's a meadow here, paved walkway, handicap accessible parking. Incredible place to be able to get off, and you could even bring a wheelchair or motorized chair through here. But check this out, the meadow, and then we're going to pan around here, and you're up close to all these giant sequoias. Unbelievable. So come to Sequoia National Park, Kings Canyon National Park. You can do it in a couple of days. Let's keep going. It's time to nominate your hometown best for a chance to win a $100 gift certificate from Dining for Charities. Pat Patterson with the best of California, and I'm so excited to be here with Jorge Milanes, and we're here at his place in Morro Bay, Thai Bounty and Milanes Cuban Cuisine. He does both. And Jorge, I know you work with Dining for Charities, and right now, remind me, you're benefiting Woods Humane Society.
And the Veterans Express shuttle, it's operated by the Right On Transportation in San Luis Obispo County.
Right. Okay, and so people go online, they buy coupons, they get 2 for 1, and it benefits that.
Yes.
Now the exciting news is not only do you have these places, but tell me about what's in the future.
Where I'm opening a second location.
Wow.
And it's located on the Embarcadero. At this location, I'm only going to feature Cuban food.
Okay.
Of course, the original Cuban sandwich can be found there, but I want to introduce the Cuban frita, which is basically a Cuban burger.
I'm here with Jorge Milanes on the Embarcadero in Morro Bay. Now it's your turn to choose the best and get a chance to win $100. California restaurants, businesses, people, travel destinations, and even weird stories. Nominate your California hometown's best and get a chance to win a $100 gift certificate from our great sponsor, Dining for Charities. Go to our Best of California Facebook page or YouTube channel and messenger us your nomination. You must messenger us to be entered for a chance to win the $100 gift certificate by a random drawing. We'll look at all the nominations and come cover our favorite hometown's best with a new winner each month. And remember, to support local charities and save up to 50% on your next restaurant visit in selected cities, go to diningforcharities.com. Pat Patterson with the best of California, and I'm here with Rudy Correa, General Sales Manager of BMW for Santa Maria. And Rudy, thank you for the loan of your ID4 VW all-electric. What's so special about this car?
Competes with anything on the market right now with the full electric.
And you're bringing back the minivan.
We do see big things with that vehicle, especially being brought back for the Volkswagen enthusiasts.
So Rudy Correa, BMW Santa Maria, thank you. Pat Patterson with the best of California. Talk to you soon. So we're here at the Saban Media Center in North Hollywood. We are at the Television Academy Hall of Fame, and Tom Sanchez is here with me. Who is this lovely lady in between us?
This is Emmy.
This is Emmy. Tell me a little bit about the history of the statue here.
Well, Emmy was designed by Louis McManus, who was, like many people that come to the United States, he was in exile. He was a Mexican exile.
Okay.
And he came with his family. He was 12 years old, and he found his way to the Hal Roach Studios. He was editor of Laurel and Hardy films and Little Rascals films.
Wow.
And then from there he found his way into early television. Sid Cassett, who founded the Motion Picture Academy, the Television Academy, commissioned Louis McManus to design a statue on a par with the Oscars. And so originally it was going to be called the Emmy. But
Which
because
is after the tube and the camera, the image orthogon.
Image orthogon,
yeah, right.
yes, tube. But because McManus's wife,
IMMY.
right? It was originally IMMY, but when the statue was presented, and because it was so recognizably a woman, supposedly McManus's wife modeled it, it was called Emmy.
Yeah. And this is the muse of art coupled with the electron of science.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about. We're going to walk around and look at all the beautiful statues here in the Hall of Fame. But tell me a little bit about why we're in North Hollywood.
Well, North Hollywood is really the hub of the American television industry.
Explain that.
Sure. Over time, one by one, the movie studios, the proximity to there, along with television studios springing up here, all the industry really came to North Hollywood.
Came over the hill into the valley.
Yes.
So we're close to the Disney studios, NBC, Warner Brothers is just down the street.
Absolutely.
So that was a big shift. And I know the Television Academy was a big part of revitalizing North Hollywood. They became kind of the anchor tenant, if you will, for what is now this whole NoHo Arts District. So let's talk about some of the Hall of Fame inductees. Sure. And I know you are a Lucille Ball expert, and it feels like she's sometimes the source of the Nile when it comes to everything television. I know she's not totally that, but
Right.
just in terms of sitcoms and what made it grow. So Tom, here we are with Lucy and Desi.
Wow.
Lucille Ball was one of the first inductees in 1984. What's Desi saying to Lucy?
You, honey, stay here. Let me take care of everything.
Just knock it off.
You're right.
So these are the original Hollywood power couple
Absolutely.
in terms of television.
Very much so. And he is now finally getting the due that he deserves, because he was.
Was it all go to Lucille before?
It did, and you know, certainly, God knows, without her talent and without her mentorship, the I Love Lucy show would not have been the big success that it was. But a lot of that is also attributed to Desi.
Well, and one of the big things was her insisting a Hispanic leading man,
Right.
which never would have happened.
Never would have happened, and she insisted. She was the star of a popular radio show, My Favorite Husband.
Right.
And William Paley, the head of CBS, wanted her to transfer to television. She said, "Yeah, I'll do it, but only if Desi Arnaz, my real husband, plays my husband on the show." They set the standard for the way programming is done in countries around the world.
Okay, great. Well, let's go look at the next one.
Sure.
So Tom, Betty White. I mean, still going at 99?
99.
99.
99
I
years
want her vitamins. What are your vitamins, Betty?
And a local girl. Local girl makes good.
Yeah.
Raised in LA, started in LA radio, did a few films, and then she, like Lucy, brought her own radio show to television.
Wow.
Life with Elizabeth.
Yeah, and then all the many sitcoms she's been a part of.
And she produced Life with Elizabeth, so she was really the first first actress to produce her own television show.
Wow. So George Lucas and owning your property isn't as new and innovative.
No,
but she was doing it.
She was doing it.
Wow.
As he was in diapers.
And so in terms of a strong woman in the television industry, we got Lucy, we got Betty. Let's go look at Ethel Wynant.
Sure, let's go.
So Tom, Ethel Wynant.
Ethel Wynant, pioneer in every sense of the word. She was one of the first female casting directors in television. She worked first with Rod Serling and worked with him from The Twilight Zone to all the other projects he did on TV. And she later ventured into producing. She was one of the first women producers of dramatic television.
And I have a personal story, as I worked with Ethel at Metro Media Producers
wow.
Corporation.
Wow.
So as a young TV executive, she was so nice in telling stories about Rod Serling and I mean, she knew we were all, hero worshipers of hers. And,
wow,
and she was
great.
just a very nice lady. Yeah.
Great to know that.
Yeah. So let's go look at some more.
Sure.
So Tom, Mary Tyler Moore.
Mary Tyler Moore, one of the great examples of great talent that's been mentored. Lucy and Danny Thomas can take credit for that.
Okay.
Because Danny Thomas was searching for an actress to play the wife of Rob Petrie, the writer, and he liked her. And so he cast her, but then who did he go to get like a second opinion from? Lucille Ball.
Wow. And she was a power couple because she was married to Grant Tinker, right?
Yes, she was.
Yeah,
They later
yeah.
became a major power couple, sure.
Yeah. So Merv Griffin, here's somebody I can talk about a little bit. I worked on the Merv Griffin show. I was the head of marketing for the syndication of the Merv Griffin show when it was over at TAV. And, I mean, it's just really occurring to me as we're talking about all these inductees, what Renaissance artists they were. Big band singer, that was how he started. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Wasn't that the one?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, with the Freddie Martin band.
Yeah,
Yes.
but he was a game nerd. So he loved puzzles, he loved games, he was a host of a game show, and of course famously created Jeopardy.
Right.
And Wheel of Fortune.
Right.
So this is a man that had incredible business acumen. Another business he owned, a lot of people don't know about this, was he owned every camera at the end of race courses in America.
Really? I had no idea.
Did the photo finish. The man was amazing. What can you tell us about Merv?
Well, Merv Griffin was one of the legendary talk show hosts. He really elevated the talk show into great discourse of politics and culture and the arts. And so many of his shows were devoted to either one person in that area or to a theme. And yeah, he really did a lot.
And famously gave a lot of talent, like Richard Pryor, a showcase when other people were afraid to.
He was very much like Johnny Carson in that regard,
Yeah.
a mentor to new talent, yes.
Yeah. Well, great. Well, Tom, this has been such a great tour.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Pat.
so we love this. It's the Television Academy Hall of Fame Plaza here at the NoHo campus. Check it out.
This message is for all Americans that owe $10,000 or more in back taxes to the IRS. Look, I know you want to keep ignoring those letters, but the problem isn't going away. It's really stressful, and you don't know where to turn. The good news is you have rights, and we can help eliminate your IRS problems. If you owe more than $10,000 in back taxes, our qualified CPAs, tax negotiators, and support staff know the law and know how to get your situation under control legally and permanently. Call the number on your screen now and we will contact the IRS on your behalf, help you end wage garnishments, stop collection calls, remove tax liens, eliminate IRS and state tax penalties, and reduce the amount you owe if you qualify. You wouldn't go to court without a lawyer, so why face the IRS without an experienced company that can help you? Let us take the stress of back taxes and the IRS off your shoulders so you can spend time on the important things in your life, like your family or your business. If you owe more than $10,000 in back taxes, call now and find out how we can help you.
This is the kind of card that has America talking. With it, people with Medicare are getting all-in-one coverage for their doctor visits, hospital care, prescription drugs, and more. This kind of insurance, called Medicare Part C, may also cover dental care, eyeglasses, hearing aids, fitness programs, vitamins, even healthy meals and rides to the doctor. With this kind of coverage, you do not need a Medicare supplement insurance plan. You will access your benefits through your Medicare Part C plan for one low and oftentimes $0 monthly plan premium. You deserve to get the most from your Medicare benefits. Call now for free information that may help you get more coverage for less money. There is no obligation to enroll. Whether for yourself or someone you love, call the number on the screen now. Call now.
No matter where you live in America, you can check out the best of California. Go to funroads.tv and check out where we air in your market. We're in Detroit, Salt Lake City, Las Vegas, Philadelphia, everywhere here in California, Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Luis Obispo, Fresno, Bakersfield. Check out funroads.tv, and wherever you live, I hope you think it's the best as well. Here's to California. I'm Pat Pattison. Talk to you soon. Hi, it's Pat Pattison with the best of California here at Rock Haven Sanitarium, historic place founded in 1923, and it looks like it's going to be preserved. I'm here with Joanna Linkhorst, who's the president of the Friends of Rock Haven, who made this all happen. Joanna, what is going on?
Well, Senator Anthony Portantino was able to come through with $8 million to create a park and a museum out of the Rock Haven Historic District.
Stay tuned for my interview with Joanna, a tour of Rock Haven, and also an interview with State Senator Anthony Portantino. Joanna, this is incredible. Thank you so much for this tour.
Oh, it's absolutely my pleasure. I love the stories. I love being here in this place, the sense of peace and rest that still remains. It's wonderful.
And you told the story of the founder who started this place. When was it?
Agnes Richards founded it in 1923. Okay. She knew that women needed an opportunity to have safe treatment, so she began a place to be run by women, for women only, and with dignified care in a home-like setting.
Which at that time frame in history, women did not have that kind of treatment.
Oh, absolutely not. Cottage care was just being discovered, that being treated in a home-like setting made a difference in recovery. And it was still pretty horrific to be locked away in any of the mental sanitariums.
Yeah, and am I right that this was the first one founded by a woman in the country, or?
As far as we know.
As far as we
know.
We
haven't heard differently, but certainly in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and tell me about this wonderful, beatific, smiling woman.
There's our beautiful statue. She is a Gladding McBean, and she to us represents Rock Haven. With all the little details that she has in her craftsmanship, just like all the little details that Agnes put into all over the gardens and the buildings here. And especially that smile.
Yeah.
Being outside was very important to the treatment here, and having her outside and basking in the sunshine. She's very, very representative of Rock Haven.
Here at Rock Haven Asylum with Taylor. And Taylor, you're originally from Missouri, but now you're in Los Angeles. What brought you to this place?
I heard that Hollywood starlets had been kind of put here when they got difficult.
So it was a Hollywood history interest. Yeah. Who ended up being true that was here?
Billy Burke, Glinda the Good Witch, had been here, and Marilyn Monroe's mother.
What's your feeling about historic places like this?
I think they're very important to be preserved, and I think it would be cool if this place was restored and kept as a museum.
Here with State Senator Anthony Portantino, and we are excited to be talking about the preservation of the Rock Haven Asylum here in La Crescenta, Montrose area. And Anthony, I know mental health is an important issue for you. Tell me why this particular preservation matters in terms of mental health.
Well, Agnes Richard was 100 years ahead of her time. We are still grappling with mental health issues, getting it out of the shadows. People will go to a dinner party, they'll talk about their cholesterol, they'll talk about their waistline, but they're not going to, they'll talk about, money, politics, but they won't talk about, a child struggling with mental health or an aunt struggling with mental health. And, I learned a lot. My older brother took his own life a decade ago. Ever since, I've been, rolled up my sleeves and got into mental health policy, suicide prevention.
Wow.
We put the suicide hotline number on student IDs in California, so young people who need help have it.
Wow.
So that's why Agnes's story sort of resonated with me, having a sensitive place which was bucking the trends.
Can you imagine how hard it was for her? I mean, we look at it now and we go, 1923, a woman starts an asylum. I mean, she had to have barriers every step of the way.
And as a supporter of, modernizing mental health, Agnes's story really, really got me. And so happy that we're at this day to have the state's checkbook behind the local efforts.
Well, congratulations, Joanna, and the Friends of Rock Haven, and thank you, State Senator Anthony Portantino, and the taxpayers of California. Let's keep preserving the history of California. I'm Pat Pattison with the Best of California. Talk to you soon. That was a fun road trip. I love the Giants of California. I'm Pat Pattison with the Best of California. Talk to you soon. Are you the best? Like us on Facebook, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and tell us about it. We'll come cover you.